So, whoa, that's really close. Happy New Year! It's how are you doing? It's been an interesting few days since it all started, but never mind that. It has started, and yeah, well, I made a video on, well, I made it a few days before, but I made a video for New Year's about what stuff I accomplished last year, and in it I talked a little bit about things I wanted to do better with in the new year and going forward. So there's a few things I want to address. I think I'm gonna take this mess away for a few moments because it's one of the last things. Oh god, that's heavy. That I want to talk about. First off, a thing I talked about is that I ordered a new camera. This video is not filmed on this new camera because I'm still kind of figuring the camera out. But it has arrived and I'm so excited. You want to see it? Look at it. Look at all the dials and everything, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Smudges. Doesn't matter. Look at it. It's a Lumix, Panasonic Lumix, there we go. There we go. DMC LX100. It's able to shoot videos in 4K that I hope is gonna help you and me see the details of the painting a lot more and all kinds of stuff like that. But as I said, I'm still figuring out how this thing works. But I've been playing around with it a bit, and it's absolutely amazing. I don't yet have an SD card that can help me record in 4K, but doesn't matter. Now I have the camera, and I love it. Another thing I said I wanted to do was get outside a bit more, and well, one of the ways I've achieved this thus far is I have gone outside every single morning during these last couple of days and just gone for a tiny run. It's nothing serious, it's nothing amazing. I'm completely out of breath, and it's only a couple of 100 meters. But I've been going for 4 days straight, and that is 3 days more than I usually do. So that in and of itself is an accomplishment. Another thing I would love to do was I would love to go on more adventures. The day after New Year's, we went on, it's not really a hike, but a walk in a nature reservation, a bird reservation actually, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I want you to experience that with me. So I am, at some point in the future, gonna make something I want to call an adventure log or something like that. And I want to bring this with me, and I would like to show you my adventures. And I would like for it to end up in a sketch of one of the more interesting places that we find out there. So I'm pretty excited about that. Anyway, let's get to the big one. So, back to this. Another thing I said in the last video is that I wanted to get a lot more out of my comfort zone, and thus far I have been drawing mostly from imagination and pulled in references here and there, but mostly it's always ended up being pretty much from my mind. And so this year I wanted to tackle drawing from completely from references, and for that I have a bunch of books that I've collected. I want more. I need more. I'm still looking for a good one about beetles, so I can draw some more beetles, because I love beetles. Enough about beetles. First off, wow, I have a bunch of, this is small, it's just a pocket guide about mushrooms, eatable. It says 10 safe mushrooms to eat, a pocket guide for forests and fields. Yes, it's just a pocket guide, but it has these, these wonderful pictures of different mushrooms that I want to try and recreate. The same with this one. Just a moment, let's make some more room. Same with this one. It's a huge mushroom lexicon. Look at that beautiful picture, and it's just so gorgeous. It's generally just a giant lexicon of the different mushrooms. I think it's just from Denmark. Well, anyway, it has amazing pictures, and yeah, that's one of the two things I'm gonna use it for. The other thing I have are these plant lexicons. Oh, that is some of my pressed plants. Whoop. And oh. Succulents, so lovely. It is both a lexicon, but it's also a what's it called, a care guide. But it has all these pictures in it that I am gonna use. The same with this, it's just mostly pictures. Another thing I'm going to get into that I have really never ever been good at, or even tried to become good at, is cars. I like the look of cars. I like machinery, stuff like that. Look how beautiful that thing is. And this just has a lot of classic cars, all the way, I think, up to some more new later ones. Yeah, all the way up to 2003. The BMW 5 is the last one of these. That's one of the car books. The other one is one that I cannot pronounce the name of at all. I have no idea where this is from. But to me it really doesn't matter, because look at these cars, they're so awesome, and I want to do them. I just really want to doodle all of them. So that's gonna be very interesting indeed. Okay, so what do I mean I'm gonna use these books for getting out of my comfort zone? Well, as said, almost all of my my ideas come from my own mind, and I want to try and draw, well, the boring stuff, stuff that I see lying around, stuff that I find in a book or anything like that, and just try to render it as best as I can. I have an example of, like, well, another thing I've started doing is post daily to my both to my Instagram, but also my my Twitter. I'm gonna show you a few of these. first. Here we have the last drawing of the last year and the first drawing of this new year that went up. And this one was kind of a procrastination piece, but I really love how it turned out. That's another thing I really want to get into in the new year. It's just buildings and homes and spaces, stuff like that. This, I said, I've been outside at least once a day, almost, and yeah, that inspired that. This is something completely different. This one went up the day before yesterday. I like succulents. These are all from my head, inspired by some I have standing in the windowsill, but these are completely from either memory or imagination. And this is me sitting on my my, what's it called, balcony. Having no idea what to draw for the sketch, and just drawing my coffee cup and what's it called, binder clip, and my hand, as I sat outside. A thing about these that I keep experiencing is that that I tend to, well, we all do, if we're not used to drawing from life, is to fill in the blanks, like the example. A lot of these are, I didn't actually look at where they were in contrast to each other, and or the size on the cup. I just did the first 2 rows and then went on with it, and while there were as many leaves on the cup as I looked, it's really not the same thing. A lot of these tiny lines are me just going, I know there's supposed to be a line here, but no, stop that and just focus on what you're seeing. That's what I want to do. And for this, I have taken inspiration from the sketchbook slam challenge, and I am not gonna do the sketchbook slam because there's no way I have time for that at all the next couple of years. But I bought this. This is the biggest sketchbook I've ever had. Like my usual sketchbook is an A5, and well, as you can see, it's tiny. And this new sketchbook is not even, well, if it was an A4, it's supposed to be like double this sketchbook size. And yeah, no, this is much bigger. And I am gonna use this sketchbook for this new kind of video. But I can see now, we're gonna move this, that I am not going to be able to keep this entire thing in shot. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll find out. It's okay. But for now, let's go ahead and find a picture. I shall just open it up, put my finger there, and ta-da! Ooh. Actually, let's start from the top. Let's do that one. So welcome back, and I finished up the entire page, and I'm gonna go ahead and move the sketchbook instead of the camera because it's all wonky and will shake a lot. So that's the entire page. 3 cars, well, 2 cars, 1 car, 2 car, and different views of a single one. So what do you think about the this idea? I think I'm gonna do a sketch with me once in a while, kind of days where I just want to sit down and sketch. And this has been the first one, and I don't really think I should have gone with the cars, to be honest, because there's been a couple of times where I just wanted to go and scrap the entire video. But I pulled through, and this is page 1. And yeah, I think it went okay, considering I've never drawn cars before. Not really anyway, so oh well. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked it, and take care. Bye.